This is a revision video for GCSE level on Sister Maude by Christina Rossetti. Who told my mother of my shame, who told my father of my dear? Oh, who but Maude, my sister Maude, who lurked to spy and peer? Cold he lies, as cold as stone, with his clotted curls about his face, the comeliest corpse in all the world, and worthy of a queen's embrace. You might have spared his soul, sister, have spared my soul, your own soul too. Though I had not been born at all, he'd never have looked at you. My father may sleep in paradise, my mother at heaven gate, but sister Maude shall get no sleep, either early or late. My father may wear a golden gown, my mother a crown may win. If my dear and I knocked at heaven gate, perhaps they'd let us in. But sister Maude, oh sister Maude, buys you with death and sin. So the poem is about the speaker being angry that her sister has told her parents about the love affair she was having, and she's angry that her lover is dead. The form of the poem is dramatic monologue and written in ballad form, so it almost sounds as if it's telling a story. And ballad forms are a very, very traditional form of poetry in order to tell stories and pass on tales through word of mouth. It is a rhythmic poem because of the end stop lines, and that makes the poem clear and shows how intensely the anger is. So, who told my mother of my shame, who told my father? They're accusing and angry interrogatives, and by starting the poem with a rhetorical question, it means that you're drawn to thinking about what the answer to that question is, which comes in the third line. The speaker doesn't seem ashamed, so despite the fact that she says, who told my mother of my shame, she doesn't seem to feel that her sin is about as bad one compared to her sister's. The repetition of Maude, and with the words my sister in front of it, emphasise how they should have a very, very close relationship and how she feels betrayed by her sister. And the words used to describe Maude make us sympathise with the speaker, so lurked, spy and peer. It's quite an emotive portrayal of Maude's actions that make us side more with the speaker than we do with Maude. In the second stanza, the syntax of the line, so syntax refers to word order, places the emphasis of the line on the word cold. So it could have been written, he lies cold as stone, but cold he lies makes the start of the line much stronger and emphasis on the word cold. And this is also contributed to with the repetition of as cold as stone and the simile for dramatic effect. It really powerfully suggests his death. Clotted curls and the comeliest corpse and the repetition of cold creates the alliteration of the C sound, and it's harsh and jarring. It emphasises the anger that the speaker feels. Even in death, she admires his beauty, so she describes him as comely, so she's describing the beauty of his dead body. And the death itself is mysterious, we don't know how or why he died. However, clotted is a particularly violent suggestion that makes you think of sort of blood clots and lots of blood, so it doesn't seem to be a particularly natural death. The repetition of soul throughout this stanza creates a really soft sibilance on the S sound, and this makes you feel as if it's almost a hissing sound to kind of enhance and emphasise her anger. And the repetition of soul suggests that the speaker is religious and thinks that her sister will go to hell. This stanza ends with a quite spiteful comment suggesting that the sister was jealous or fancied the lover herself, and that's the reason that she told people about the love affair. Again, linking to religion, the narrator is hinting that her parents will be able to go to heaven or are already in heaven, but Maude will never go to heaven and won't rest after death. So the line that sister Maude shall get no sleep, either early or late, suggests that she shouldn't rest now because she should feel guilty, so she shouldn't be able to sleep, and after death she's going to go to hell and therefore won't rest in heaven, she won't rest in peace. Her and her lover's sins could be forgiven, but Maude's betrayal won't be. So again, she talks about her father, her mother, her lover and herself, and then makes the contrast with what's going to happen to them compared to what's going to happen to Sister Maude. The repetition of Sister Maude in the penultimate line emphasises the betrayal, and the SI sound, which is repeated, connects sister with sin, and that sibilance creates an ominous hissing tone.